Here with Assemblyman Declan O'Scanlon, the Republican Budget Officer. And Declan, the decision came down today from the Supreme Court. The state is being directed to spend an additional $500 million on the 31 poorest districts. Let's get your reaction first to that court ruling.
Well, I do feel that the court has overstepped its bounds. I feel that specific funding decisions like this ought to be left in the hands of the executive and legislative branch. That all having been said, I think the facts are what the facts are, so I think we're going to have to comply with this, and I think that the governor has made that clear. And no one is happy about this, and I think that we have other priorities. We have other things we can do with this money that I think will benefit New Jersey as a whole greater long-term than dumping more money into what are arguably failed districts to begin with. But I'm not sure we have much choice, so I think we're probably going to have to comply.
And very similar to what the governor said. The governor said he disagrees with the decision. He's disappointed by the decision, but he expected the decision. And now they just have to work to find out how we're going to get that money. The ball is in your court, as the governor said, the legislature's court. Where do we get that $500 million?
Well, we did get good news as far as revenues go last week. And as is typical, whenever Trenton sees some additional money, there's many people down here that it's like you have a beer truck accident in front of a frat house. Woohoo, we're off to the races. We all knew that that was not an appropriate reaction. And I think we now, this is an area that we're going to be able to find the money. We won't be able to do some of the things that we were recommending, some restraint. We have recommended that we put more money first into an additional pension payment and to bolster our surplus. Well, the surplus is there for times like this when you're asked to spend money that you didn't anticipate spending. And we'll just have to go back to the statutorily required pension payment, which is okay as long as we get the pension reforms done too. That makes it even more important because we don't have extra money to put in the pension system this year now with this Supreme Court ruling. So I think we'll be able to find the money. I think we'll do it. And you're right, it wasn't unexpected. This is kind of the ballpark where we expected to see this come down on, although we hope for the Supreme Court to really respond to logic and see it our way, that they shouldn't be wading into these specific decisions. But we'll find the money. And we'll find the money because we haven't promised it to about 12 folks over and over again.
This final one kind of underscores, or at least the governor seems to think so in his press conference earlier, this underscores the need for his education reforms as well, where he believes you could save money in other spots and be able to fund schools at a higher level to begin with and not be in the hole that we're in now. Do you agree?
Certainly. If you look at the administration's arguments in education, in healthcare, in pensions, it's the same thing. Let's look at how we've been doing business, figure out how we can do it more efficiently, reform it, rather than just keep doing the same thing over and over again as we dig the hole that New Jersey is in deeper and deeper. That's the path we've gone down, at least the past 10 years, probably longer than that. It has gotten us where we are. We need to change how we do business here. We need to start thinking outside the box. And particularly on education, we've spent all this money, arguably $9 billion plus a year, in some districts more than 20,000 a student, and we're still failing these students. That's bad policy. The governor's saying, let's change how we're doing this, and that's a wise decision. And I think we're going to have that debate coming up shortly. But this absolutely underscores it, no question.